Dear friends, welcome to another electrifying episode of The Informant Military. Today we're tackling a burning question that many of you have asked. With rising tensions between Israel and Iran, is a large-scale war looming over the Middle East? If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any crucial updates. For those of you following the news, it's clear how severe the situation in the Middle East has become after the bold assassination of Hamas leader Ismail Haniyeh. This strike took place in a supposedly secure Iranian stronghold in Tehran, shocking the world. Iran now has double the motivation to retaliate against Israel. Not only was a key terrorist figure, armed and supported by Iran, killed, but the strike also exposed significant security flaws within Iran, revealing that Israeli agents have infiltrated the highest echelons of the Iranian regime. Many believe Iranian retaliation is inevitable, raising the critical question: could this response ignite a widespread war across the Middle East? The possibility exists, but there's an essential factor to consider. Iran does not want an extensive war in the Middle East. Iran is currently the world's largest state sponsor of terrorism. With the Quds Force, one of the 5 branches of the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, funding and arming nearly 24 terrorist groups across Syria, Iraq, Lebanon, and Yemen. Through these groups, Iran can indirectly attack Israel, which is evident today with Hamas and Islamic Jihad launching attacks from Gaza and the West Bank, Hezbollah striking from Lebanon, and the Houthis from Yemen. Iran's connection with these terrorist groups was starkly illustrated at the inauguration ceremony of the new Iranian president, where terrorists were shown seated side by side. This arrangement allows Iran to pressure and attack Israel constantly, without risking a direct confrontation since the actual shooters are operating from other countries and regions. However, if Iran directly attacks Israel, as seen in the drone and missile assaults on April 13, 14, Israel might declare such attacks as disproportionate retaliation, justifying direct strikes on Iranian territory. This scenario could lead to a relentless series of attacks and counterattacks, escalating rapidly into an open war. But why does an open war with Israel not benefit Iran? Besides exposing itself to Israel's advanced weaponry, like the stealth F-35 fighter jets capable of targeting Iranian nuclear facilities, Iran knows it would inevitably have to confront the United States and potentially other Islamic nations. During the Iranian attacks on April 13, 14, Jordan, Saudi Arabia, and the United Arab Emirates actively assisted in defending Israel, with Jordan even intercepting Iranian missiles over its territory. In a declared war, Iran would have to navigate through these countries to reach Israel, countries that have already shown their willingness to defend Israel against missile and drone attacks. Thus, if Iran launches hundreds or even thousands of drones and missiles at Israel, much of this will pass over these Arab countries, with some inevitably causing damage and casualties. In an open war, Iran's continuous drone and missile attacks would be intercepted not only by Israel's Western allies, but also by Arab nations, particularly Jordan. This means that to effectively hit Israel, Iran would have to attack military installations in Arab countries, plunging itself into a conflict not only with Israel, but also with other Islamic nations, further driving the feared Israeli-Arab rapprochement. Many predict that Iranian retaliation will involve some direct attack, similar to the April incidents, but doubt it will be so intense that Israel deems it disproportionate. Such an escalation would lead to Israeli strikes on critical Iranian sites, like nuclear research centers, prompting inevitable Iranian responses and potentially dragging several Islamic nations into opposing sides of a war, something Iran definitely does not want. Stay tuned for more updates, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for the latest analyses and insights on the world's most pressing geopolitical issues.